revenge. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Could you stay there? Stay there. 0. Black 15.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's got a man open. That's Allen. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Well, going over some notes in the pregame and looking at Phillip Rivers' record against Oakland, 18-8 all-time against them. And those 18 wins, more than he's had against any other team. And unless these two squads, unlikely, but unless they would meet up in the playoffs, this is the last time that Phillip Rivers will face the Oakland Raiders. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Hey! Come to me, it's me. Buckle it up. 57 for me. Orbit. I'm coming for you.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
First down, Rivers. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. The 20. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. One man in the backfield. That's Gordon. Second and goal.
Hey, check, right. Hey, exit. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 57. Hey, Delta. Behind.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
57, right. Defense wins championships, baby.
Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Express.
On play action, it's Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Kill.
On play action, now Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
734.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Shotgun now for Carr. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Carr to throw again. And this is incomplete. Well, the intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. 3rd down here.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
You're mine.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic.
93.
52 is the mic. Mike 52.
Carr. That is Carr. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no... Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote goal. Right? That means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least more people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
6-18.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Coming to you. 49.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No. Kill. Check 13.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
57 to Mike. Hey, D-line.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Mike 57. Come on, D. Check. Kill. 36.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll go as a punt for 32 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Henry's got it out on the left side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. I'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 89!
On third down, Rivers. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Benson Mayowa drops him for a loss of 10. And it's going to be 4th and long. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is Harris. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Now, 180. It's first.
Carr now on first down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Right now.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Carr now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's third down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers to get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check 31, check 31. Keep it skinny.
Final play of the half, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides try. Seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 29. 29. 52. Express. Hey, Echo.
From the gun, Carr, flush to his right. It's brought in by Harris. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Express.
Operating from the gun. Carr is going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Carr now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
57.
Smooth.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Switch.
Now Carr. Caught left side, Williams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Charlie.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Quick turn.
Off play action. Carr into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dub for that.
Happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And some room to work. 23 yards the pickup there. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. To throw is Rivers. sets up the screen to Gordon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down movement. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tighten up. Pull it together. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
And the blitz does come. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
Well, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Kill.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Devontae Freeman, 99 yards, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's going to be a long
Now it's his carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. From the 35 on second down, Rivers. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way.
Not only have they done it, They put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 79! 79! 57's the left. Watch 57.
Check me out. Check me out. Check me out.
Hey, dude.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, watch the lane.
Throwing again. Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more advantageous.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Bravo!
Mike 55.
Hey, Delta!
Don't get nervous. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Q.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Now Rivers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 36, Rivers looking for Inman deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
49. Mike, 49. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Throwing now is Carr. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives. And a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I'm going to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Kill. He's coming. Raider 1. He's coming. Double up. Express. Here we go.
On 2nd and 7. Carr finding Harris over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to throw here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Hey, Wahoo! No. Express!
49.
Hey, 734. 49.
From midfield, here's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller with his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said,
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Hard to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jacobs. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, the 40, 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
Carr going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Chargers take
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And the Raiders have got him. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. One last shot now for Rivers. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that